work on yourself as much as you can, as hard as you can, you know, just keep working every day on your craft and on what it is that you want to do. And I have to take that advice myself sometimes because I've like, kind of struggled with that sometimes, and I wasn't ready when I was supposed to be ready. So work on yourself as much as you can, even if no one's watching, and just for yourself. I get so much out of making the song, even if it never comes out, never hits radio, never, if no one ever hears it. I get so much from creating that. And I am a singer-songwriter, musician. I am an author and a mom. Growing up, my early memories always include music. My dad is a jazz musician, and he would always play music at home at all times. So me and my sisters would always dance in the house. After bath time, we would be naked and just dancing. And I knew from, whenever the time was that I really could really think, as a child, I remember that I always wanted to just sing and be a singer. And music was like the most important thing at home. And that is why I became who I am now, because I feel like my upbringing and my family and both of my parents are music lovers, and my mom is German, my dad is African, but they both had similar taste in music. It would always be either jazz or classical music, or then, Motown stuff. My mom especially was very much into Motown. And I just remember always singing with my sisters. And one thing that sticks out to me to this day is that we would always sing melodies, and we would never sing the same note. It was always like I would sing a different note than my sister. Like it would never be in unison. It was always harmony. So that's why it came natural to us to sing in harmony. And that's why arranging songs these days, now that I'm an adult, is like my favorite thing to do, is just doing music arrangements and all of that stuff. Yeah, so that's it. More? The name Amina Buddafly stems from the R&B group that I used to be in with my sisters, Black Buddafly. After I left the group, I was just Amina for a couple of years, and I started being an independent artist and releasing music under just Amina. Then I ended up on a reality show, and one of my castmates kept calling me Buddafly because he had remembered me from being in that group. And then for some reason it stuck to me, and it stuck with me, and I wasn't even mad at it because at that point I kind of had gotten used to the Butterfly name, and so I became Amina Buddafly, and I ever since then, that's my name. So the way I like to write my song is music first, always. I have to have music, I have to hear chords, I have to hear a beat, or not, because a lot of times it's just one instrument that I need, my guitar or my piano, or it doesn't even have to be myself playing it. If someone else plays something, it is super easy for me to just find a melody, and I always start with the melody first for some reason. There's only one song out of the 1,000 songs I've written in my life that I started with a concept, with an idea. I wanted to write a song about my favorite color, which is yellow, and I did. But other than that, all my songs start with a melody, and then the melody gives me an idea. Is it a positive melody? Is it like more like a sad melody? What does this melody make me feel? And then I go from there, and then I go into probably something that I recently experienced, or one of my friends experienced, or that I've seen on on TV or whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be my story, but it's always something that happened in my life or around me. And then I kind of build from there. I most of the time start just with a line, a verse, and then it just flows. Usually, sometimes, it's not so easy and you get stuck and then I scratch everything and have to start over. But most of the time it just flows once I have the melody. So I've written 2 books. My newest book is a recipe book / lifestyle, guide for women and mothers. And it started out by me just sharing my lifestyle things on social media and getting all these questions from women, and all of them wanting to get this advice from me. And I felt like just sharing what I do to feel more balanced and feel more positive in my everyday stressful life, because I know, being a single mom, how overwhelming it gets and how you get tired and you get, unmotivated and just drained. And so to like kind of rejuvenate and like get that energy back and that motivation, I have my little regimens that I wanted to share, and I want everyone to feel that too. And I kind of figured out how to take breaks in a way that they benefit me, because a lot of people think about, oh, I need a break, and then they just think of just, maybe more sleep or just sitting down doing nothing, which also can help. But I have these little tips and tricks in my book that I share with everyone who gets my book, My Dishes and More. And it includes a lot of my fitness routines. It includes food. It includes, the main things are my 3 F's: food, fitness, and fun. And those are the 3 elements that bring balance and like just a positive outlook on my everyday. Food, fitness, and fun is so important to me, and should be important to everybody, because what you put in your body is important, and also taking care of yourself, things like that. It's just a 30-day lifestyle guide where you can follow my little regimens for 30 days and do exactly what I do, eat what I eat, and hopefully feel a positive difference in your everyday. And yeah, it's meant to be an inspiring book. My advice to anyone trying to be somebody, do something that they're passionate about, would just be mainly work on yourself as much as you can, as hard as you can. Just keep working every day on your craft and on what it is that you want to do. And I have to take that advice myself sometimes, because I've kind of struggled with that sometimes, and I wasn't ready when I was supposed to be ready. So work on yourself as much as you can, even if no one's watching, and just for yourself. I get so much out of making a song, even if it never comes out, never hits radio, never, if no one ever hears it. I get so much from creating that, and just having created something just gives me so much, and it makes you evolve. Even though nobody may ever hear it, like the next time you do it, it's going to be different. It may not even be better, but over time, you just learn and you grow, and life is all about growing and learning to me. So work on your craft and never stop.